everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit about how I'm prepping myself for surgery. As you guys are all aware, I'm having surgery in about a month's time. Big surgery, not physically but mentally for me, so I guess physically I just need to make sure that my body is ready for the surgery, and then I mentally can just work on myself to get past it. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I am doing in regards to my health at the moment. I am eating super clean, just making sure I get lots of fruit and vegetables, trying to stay away from processed sugars and gluten and all those things. So I just went grocery shopping. I spent under $100 and I got all of this stuff, so I'm just going to show you exactly what I got for under $100 and tell you what I plan on doing with it, just in case you're interested, and also show you the juices that I have been making to try and prep my body for surgery. Obviously I am not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a medical professional. Please don't take this as this is exactly how you prep yourself for surgery. Everybody is so different. I just know that when I eat super healthy, my body thrives. So I just thought, what's better than to try and up all my veggies and fruit before my surgery, so then after surgery my body has the best chance of healing. As I said, this is a disclaimer. Please, if you are having surgery, go and talk to your doctor about it. I'm lucky to have a super holistic doctor who believes in eating super healthy and supplements, not just taking medications and all those sorts of things. Obviously, if need be, I do those sorts of things, but I try and stick to as natural as I possibly can. And I'm hoping that this surgery will stop me from having to take all the non-natural medications I'm on. Let's get into what I bought. For dinners this week, I have bought enough food to be able to make lunches the next day. My partner and I have been eating out quite a lot lately, and I'm not going to say that they're the most healthiest choices, because they're not. The best way to get yourself back into eating healthy is to prep. My breakfast, which I'm having at the moment, which is the Baylee Jae Bircher muesli, which is, I think she calls it the superfood flat tummy Bircher, I think it's called. I've been having that with bananas and strawberries every morning, and Zach usually just has a coffee and some fruit. So this is enough for breakfast and also for lunches for leftovers. So it should be enough to last us for 5 days. And then on the weekend we do like to go out and eat out, because it is a casual social thing that we like to do together. As I mentioned, all of this cost me under $100. My biggest suggestion, if you are wanting to get fruit and vegetables and not spend an absolute shitload, is go to your fruit and vegetable shop. So I have a local fruit shed around the corner from me, and I probably go there once a week to get all my fruit and vegetables, and I'll show you in a moment, but the whole container that I got worth of fruit and vegetables only cost me $40. And if I was to get this at a bigger chain supermarket, it would have cost me double that. So what I got from Woolworths, which is where I go and get all of my packaged foods and things like that. Don't buy a lot of the packaged foods. If I do shop at Woolworths or for packaged foods, I will go to the health food aisle, but I go there to get like turkey mince, olive oil, those sorts of things. So the first thing I got were these quinoa rice cakes. Now the reason I got these is because sometimes I will eat them, but Zach likes to have them with tuna and avocado, and they're a good snack for him. The turkey mince from Woolworths, I don't like having beef mince, and I don't usually eat any of the chicken mince or pork mince or anything like that, and we're having century bao, so I like to use turkey mince because it's not as fattening, it doesn't have as much oil that comes out of it, and I just find my stomach like processes it a lot better. So I had to get these cherry tomatoes from Woolworths because I love them, and my local fruit shed doesn't have them, unfortunately. I did get a butternut pumpkin because I forgot to get it at my fruit shed, but this cost me 4 cents. I don't know if that was like if it was wrong, but it cost me 4 cents for this pumpkin. So usually with my pumpkin I will cut it up and roast it either with coconut oil or olive oil, and the other day I actually did it with some cinnamon and paprika, and it was so good. But this week I'm going to be putting it in my soup. I did get some goat's cheese for my vegetarian tart tonight. I did get these rice noodles. Again, like I said, I don't shop very much in the middle aisles of Woolworths, but these rice noodles I need for our satay noodles on Friday, and they are gluten-free, so I like these ones. Some hazelnuts, because I'm going to make some healthy chocolate and hazelnut biscuits just to have as a treat. because I have been eating that much ice cream and chocolate lately that it is not good. And so I have decided if I'm going to be eating healthy for my surgery, then I really need to make a healthy snack or a healthy dessert so that I don't go out and buy ice cream. I also did buy an olive oil because I've run out. I did buy my activated unsweetened almond milk from Nutty Bruce. I love this milk. I love the hazelnut milk too. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but when I was going through my SIBO elimination diet, my nutritionist actually recommended I get the hazelnut milk because it's a lot easier to digest. Some Maloney Dairy's milk for Zach. I don't drink normal milk, honestly. The smell of it makes me want to spew. I can't digest milk properly if I was to have that. It's not a good time. My favourite thing in this whole shopping experience is my kilo of hummus. Now this hummus, if I don't make it myself, I like because it's dairy-free and gluten-free. If I'm going to buy it, this is a good one because it tastes really good and it probably goes in about a week in our house. So we do like our hummus. So that's everything that I got from Woolworths. Now for the fun part is the fruit and vegetables. And like I said to you before, I got all these fruit and vegetables for $40. So I will show you exactly how much is in there, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Pretty much it's just, the fruit is strawberries, blueberries, bananas, oranges, things that I can snack on. I got some mangoes. Oh, they smell so good. And just things like, I love capsicum, I love cutting it up and just snacking on it with the hummus, carrots, things like that. Okay, so I will show you exactly what's in here and then I'm just gonna make some juice and talk to you about my surgery because I feel like the longer I put off telling you what it's about, the more I think I'm denying that it's happening. So let me show you what I got, I'll show you my juice and then I'll sit down and talk to you guys about my surgery. So, the juicer that I had is I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Kuvings, so I think Kuvings. It's a silent juicer. It's not too silent, but anyway, it does the job. It is a cold press juicer. I tend to try and make my juices on a Monday because I do have the day off, so I try and make them once a week and they usually last for about 2 to 3 days. The juice that I'm going to make today is green apple, orange, carrot, and I'll probably put a lemon in there just because I like the citrusy side of it. With beetroot you have to be super careful. It's probably not the best idea I'm wearing a white shirt because you need to be super careful as it stains your fingers and anything else that it touches. Chop up all the fruit and vegetables and then I'll turn the juicer on.
What we do here is go back.
Juiced it all, what I do is I pop them into glass bottles because they last a little bit longer. I have heaps of different glass bottles. Some of them I keep from my kombucha, other ones I keep from like cold pressed juices I buy at the cafes because they're just the best to keep them in. So what I actually like to do is to strain the juice before I actually pour them into the glass jars, just because I really don't like super pulpy juices, especially if I'm having like apple or carrot, things like that. They can be quite pulpy, and orange as well. So I usually just get like a pouring jar like this, and then I just bought this strainer, like a sieve, and I just sit it on top like that. And then I pour it in here, and then whatever's in here I pour into my glass jars. Okay, here goes. So, I promised I'd tell you what surgery I was getting. I was going to keep it a secret until kind of like the day of after my surgery to tell you guys what it was, but I tell you guys everything else about my life. I thought I better tell you this. So on the 6th of November, I'm actually going in to get my breast implants removed. So these little babies are going. I guess I wanted to keep it a secret because I was worried what people would say about it, and then I would be second guessing myself and second guessing whether or not it was a good idea to do it. And I didn't want that to happen because I've obviously got this far. I've booked my consultation, booked my surgery, and I'm getting it done. A lot of people are probably thinking, why the hell are you taking them out? It's not because I don't like them anymore. I actually love my breast implants. They make me feel very womanly and I just love them. But if you've done some research on breast implant illness, you will know exactly why I'm getting them removed from my body. I got these implants done, funnily enough, on the 6th of November 2013. So 5 years to the date, and I'm gonna have them removed, which I thought wasn't coincidental. It was kind of like a sign to me because I believe in that stuff. So for me, pretty much 6 months after getting my breast implants inserted, I started to get quite unwell. I guess I slowly started to get symptoms, you know, and I kind of brushed it off thinking that it was something else. Like, not once did I think that it could have been linked to my boobs. I never thought that it would be something that would be linked to my boobs, you know. The daily fatigue, the brain fog, the pain in my boobs. I can't believe I didn't link that. Pain in my sides. I'm constantly getting bacterial infections, fungal infections. TMI, I know, but that's pretty much what my life is. Migraines daily, nausea, irritable bowel, blurred vision. Like, my eyesight since getting them has gone rapidly downhill, and even every time I go to the optometrist, they're like, wow, your eyes are really bad for a 24-year-old. Thanks for that. Inflammation is a huge one. Waking up feeling like I'm a 90-year-old woman is not exactly the coolest thing when you're 24 years old and want to travel the world. Low libido and painful intercourse. Painful when I have sex, which is really horrible for my boyfriend, and I also never want to do it, so sorry, Zach. Muscle weakness. So I've mentioned to you guys before, I don't like doing high intensity workouts because it takes me like 2 weeks to recover, which is really annoying because boxing is one of my favorite types of exercise to do, but I physically cannot do it. Otherwise, I'm literally wiped out for the next 2 weeks. They're just some of the symptoms I have had in the last 5 years. In the last year and a half, they've probably all gotten, I'd say, 60% worse, which is to me almost debilitating. It makes me not want to leave the house. It's made my anxiety 10 times worse because I'm so tired and I'm so grumpy and I'm so sore all the time. I never want to go and do anything. Every single symptom I had, no doctors could tell me. I've been to naturopaths, acupuncturists, therapists, holistic doctors. I've done the lot, and although they do help the symptoms, kind of just a mask for the symptoms to help me get through my daily life. But I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to live knowing that when I wake up in the morning I'm gonna feel old, look old because my skin looks dull and horrible. No matter what healthy foods I eat, I'm constantly sick. I'm not getting any nutrients from my food. I'm constantly in, you know, pain with my digestion, and I just don't want to be like that anymore. It's actually funny, when I was on my Pinterest about 8 months ago, something popped up because I Pinterest my symptoms, and an article popped up about breast implant illness, and I thought, oh, that's really weird. I've never heard of that before. So I started reading it, and holy fuck, like, I can't believe that I never, ever put my symptoms into this. And the reason why is because it is not educated to people. It's not something that they tell you when you're going to get your implants, that potentially you might get all these symptoms, because one, they don't really believe it's a thing. Secondly, there's not enough scientific proof that it is actually a issue or a medical illness. I think that, you know, I'm currently on 2 different Facebook pages that have over 50,000 women each who are experiencing the same symptoms as I have, and have lived their lives for 10, 20 years with these implants and have never been told anything. And they've spent way more money than I have, and way more time, and they have kids and they have husbands, and, you know, they go in for these surgeries, and it is honestly life-changing. Like, I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. It's very much like a vanity and health sort of thing. Like, I love my implants. I absolutely love them. Also love traveling and feeling healthy and fueling my body with good food, and I want to be able to reap the benefits from that. So yeah, anyway, back to sorry. found this Pinterest post and I remember screenshotting it and sending it to my mum and going, what do you think? Like, do you think it could be my implants? And she's got implants herself and doesn't have any of these symptoms. So I'm not saying it happens to every single person. Unfortunately, I think I'm one of those people that it does. To her, like, what do you think? Do you think that this is something that could potentially be wrong? And she put it back on me and said, what do you feel in your heart and what do you feel in your stomach, like in your gut, that do you think it could be this? And I remember at the time thinking, well, even if it is, I'm not getting them taken out. And this was 8 months ago. And I remember just thinking, oh, it can't be that. Like, there's absolutely no way. Like, why wouldn't they have told me that when I got them put in 5 years ago? And then, you know, as the weeks and months went on, I just kept thinking, it was in the back of my mind. And, you know, I then went to the doctor like 2 months later and said, do you think it could be this? And she actually said to me, and I have the world's best doctor, and she said to me, you know, I can't tell you, yes, it is that, because one, scientifically there's not enough proof, and secondly, as a medical doctor, I can't tell you that. But if you in your gut and in your heart feel that this is what it could be, then why don't you just go and book a consultation with someone? And I remember walking out going, oh, well, she said it might not be that, so maybe I'll just leave it. And, you know, 2 weeks later, I'm searching through Instagram and I'm going through Instagram and Carissa Pukas, which is a YouTuber that I have watched forever, posts something about her getting her breast implants out and posted the difference between having them in and having them out. And I just remember going, fuck, like this is a thing. Like, oh, I really need to maybe potentially look into this. Thinking, okay, yeah, look, maybe I should book in for a consultation. What's the worst they're gonna say is, no, you don't have it, don't worry about it. So I thought, all right, I'll book him. And then I didn't, because for me, I was like, I don't want to get rid of my breast implants. I need to do some more research. And anyway, 2 weeks later, a girl that I work with came into work and said, I'm getting my breast implants taken out. And I was like, fuck. Like, there's so many signs around me from the universe saying, Baylee, you need to get your breast implants taken out. And I was avoiding it and avoiding it and avoiding it. And I actually got to witness firsthand how much better this woman felt and how much better she looked. And I ended up having a consultation and I walked out of there going, they need to go. They need to go. And he didn't say to me, yes, you've got breast implant illness. He actually said to me, I can't tell you that you do because it's not a scientifically proven thing. And it's not medically proven that you do have that. But I was like, so just in that room, I just thought to myself, this is something I need to do for myself. So I said to the receptionist, all right, if I'm gonna go ahead with this, what dates do you have for surgery? And the first date she said to me was the 6th of November. And I literally like froze and got chills all through my body. And I started crying and she's like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I said, you know, 5 years ago to that date, I got these implants put in. And I had so many signs from the universe saying, this is it, you should do it, you should do it. And that was the cherry on top. Because I just thought, holy fuck, what are the chances that the first surgeon I book into has the date of when I got them put in? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about, it ain't a coincidence. It's the universe telling me something, and that's just what I had to do. So booked in my surgery, and now I'm just mentally preparing myself to go back to the itty bitty titty committee because, like I said, I love them. They make me feel beautiful, but I can't live my life being this sick anymore. And I know that I'm at a point in my life where I am with my long-term partner. I feel beautiful in myself, and you know, like I want to start a family and I don't want to have these, and I don't want to feel like this all the time with children. Like I can't even deal with it on my own. So there's a surgery I'm having. It's called an explant. They just take the implants out as well as the scar tissue that surrounds it. And I'm probably going to go back to maybe an A, maybe a B if lucky. But I'm hopefully going to be a very healthy Baylee, and I will be able to go back to my normal life. So yeah, that's what's happening. So I know this was a very long, very probably boring vlog, but I guess I just wanted to tell you guys, yeah, that's what's happening. So I will keep you updated. Please be nice to me. Don't tell me that it's a mistake and I'm gonna look horrible, because I've already had a lot of those thoughts go through my mind and I'm at a very good point. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to keep updated, and I'll see you guys in my next video.